High School Musical for the college years begins by following our favorite characters, Troy, Gabriella, and the rest of the gang, as they head off to begin their freshman years in college. But life, music, and singing out loud in public settings is about to get complicated.
Good writing.
Generate text.
Welcome to the Weekly Peel podcast. This is a new spin on the whiteboard podcast that we put together a couple years ago. We used the whiteboard, a pencil, and about 4 minutes of creative space to think about questions that.
Let's go. Dude, that's the most
John.
hype. I'm Peter. And this is the Weekly Peel podcast brought to you by the power of AI.
AI, yes.
We are doing a part 2 to our infamous episode where we wrote the script for God's Not Dead 5.
Yep, and we got a
that
movie
went really
deal
well.
out of it.
We got a movie deal. Didn't you actually you got some kind of contact with PureFlix?
Yes, we did get some responses saying that I don't remember if it was for that or a reel that we did, but we have been in contact with PureFlix at some point about being film writers.
Yes, because you
Screenwriters.
said, hey, God's Not Dead 5, like, hit us up or something. And they responded like with a serious inquiry.
Yeah.
And
Like, here's where you
which
can
really-
sign up for that.
really tells me they're scraping the bottom of the barrel there.
Yeah. We should try to submit something. We should have submitted the last one that we made and just see what maybe they'll
But
make it.
your response, they asked, are you actors or producers or something like that? And you said, oh, we're both. We do this.
I like to shoot for the stars,
You really do, and that's what I love about you, John.
Wow. Thanks, Peter.
We make
You
a
keep
good
me
team.
grounded, so that's great.
Well,
Peter, how are you
this
doing?
just
my
got
friend?
way too
Oh,
wholesome. I'm doing good. There is a lot going on in life right now. Our baby is still on the way. I guess by the time this episode releases, my wife will be. No, it's today actually 37.
Oh my
weeks.
gosh.
No, wait, no, 36.
Dang, dude.
These high
Anytime
numbers,
now.
I'm getting confused.
Anytime.
I think it's 36 weeks, but
Like 45 weeks.
Yeah. What is that? Is that not normal?
No.
But yeah, so that's coming up very fast. There's a lot happening at my job. There's a lot happening with friends getting married and such.
Yeah,
Same for you,
yep.
John, right?
Yes.
So
Yep. So
it's
yeah,
almost
well,
like we have the
can't.
same friends.
kind of. Yeah, but and we're really excited to meet your daughter, the Weekly Peel.
What the heck?
That's what you're naming her, right? Isn't that what?
Close.
Yes.
Peelette, I think. You should-
Peelette.
But anyways, I heard that you had a riveting story about something that happened to you at lunch today.
Yes, this is probably the best story I'll ever tell in this podcast. No, it's not that big of a deal, but there's just times where we're talking and goes, I'll just talk about that on the podcast just to fill ear space, ear holes with space. I don't know.
And I sit here waiting every time
yes,
in suspense.
Yeah. So today, I was really looking forward. We got this like Italian bread that I don't really like bread. I don't. But it was like really low carb and it's like supposed to be healthy and whatever. And it's like delicious. And I was like, all right, I'll use it. And I had some yesterday and it was fantastic. And I had
That's
a
the
nice yeah. That was and I'm feeling pretty good. So I had some good old tuna on there and it was quite amazing. And then today I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have that again, but I'm gonna make it a little bit more. I was home, I wasn't at work, and and so I was like, because I was actually at the church yesterday when I made this, and so I was like, I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna take the bread and I'm gonna toast it in olive oil and garlic, and then and then I saw this thing online. This guy was making this tuna sandwich where he put like hard-boiled eggs and all these other things in it,
snap.
and I was like, this is gonna be fantastic. I was so excited. I was like, I put all like our like veggies and all this stuff in the tuna, the eggs. And then I ate it, and I almost died. It was disgusting. But I don't like to waste food, so I finished it, and I felt disgusting. Like my insides my insides felt like they were just like dying. You know, they were like, I was gonna try to think of something stronger. They were
Stronger than
they were turning on me, dude.
Oh.
They were. It was awful.
Because what's worse than death? Betrayal. So you're.
Yes, they betrayed me, or I betrayed them. I guess.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg, but one of us betrayed the other first. Wow. Yep, that's it.
Well, I personally love that story. Let us know in the comments what you think of John's story. Have you ever made a sandwich that was bad yourself?
Yeah, and I'll give some updates next week about how my stomach's doing.
Are there ways that you can comment on a podcast episode? No. I'm sorry, but
yeah, comment below.
Thanks for looking. Thanks for looking.
It's right. Actually, just instead of reviewing us, just comment about your lunch. put 5 stars and what you had for lunch.
That's actually amazing.
Oh, I would love that.
That'd be wonderful.
That's our new thing. We don't want reviews. We just want what you had for lunch.
Lunch review. We here at the Peel love the powers of AI. And,
the powers.
The magical powers of artificial intelligence. And I think that as time goes on and we go decade to decade here, we're going to see AI get crazier and crazier than it even is now. I don't know if you follow them, John, but Corridor Crew on YouTube.
I don't.
They put out some amazing videos just stretching the limits of like what AI can do now.
Oh, is this the guy that does the AI stand up?
What's that one? That's that one. Oh, there's something in VeggieTales where there's a robot and he's like, "This is comedy from the future." You haven't seen that? Oh,
I don't remember.
dang.
I'm sure I've seen it, but I don't remember
Womp. It'll come.
womp.
It'll come to me. Anyways, give Corridor Crew a little sub there.
Yes,
they have great videos pushing the boundaries of AI. You can do things that are. I don't know why I'm going on and on about this, but today we're gonna be writing the script for High School Musical 4.
Yes,
with AI.
Which I recently did actually watch. I think it was High School Musical 3 with my wife like a couple months ago. And I just realized how terrible these movies are.
No, John, that's what you're wrong. Because they're good.
Oh man, you got me there. I don't know what to say to that, dude. They're just. I mean, they were fantastic. I think they are fantastic, but they are not made well at all.
I don't think like you can still say like this is a great movie, like with no like with. Regardless of the dialogue, regardless of like how repetitive like the plot movie to movie is,
or the quality of the sound, the visuals.
I really like High School Musical. Last year, I binged those 3 with my wife, and it was just a good time. Not all on the same day, but it was great.
just 8 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours. I couldn't do math for a second. Dude, I liked them, and I still do like them. But just when I watched the third one, I just realized, like, just how over the top, especially in the third one, everything is. Like, it's just so,
oh my gosh.
like, it should be at, musicals are, like, out of 10. Like, normal life's like let's say it's a 5. Something happens. Your reaction's a 5. In a musical, it's like a 7 or maybe an 8. In High School Musical, all their reactions are like a 15. And it's just like, what is happening?
Even if High School Musical 3 is the movie watching equivalent of eating that sandwich John made for lunch, it's still great, you know, and you still have to finish it. Exactly.
Dude, wait, do you know what the IMDb score is of High School Musical 3?
No.
Take a guess. I must have tell me. Dude, 4.8.
Oh, wow. That was pretty accurate.
That was pretty good. The High School Musical 2 was
6.
5.1. Oh. And then the first one was 5.5.
Dang, they really did those movies dirty.
But let me tell you something. The series is 7.1, which is interesting.
Yeah, I'll say I watched the first season of that with
my
wife
too.
as well.
I did too.
It was good. It's just we started the second season and the drama was just like so over the top.
That is exactly what happened to us.
It was like any little thing happens and zoom in on the main character and she's like,
yeah.
oh.
That's
Yeah,
like the
it's
same
just
thing with like
there's too much.
there was this show, I don't even know if it's still on, Riverdale, that like we tried watching, and because it's like based off like the Archie comics, and actually fun fact, the Riverdale, that it's like in the Archie comics, that's where they live, and that's obviously the name of the show, was based off of the town my college is in, which is Haverhill, Massachusetts, and like
Wow.
and I like know where like the school is like, or their high school, and like was is now like I think like their like town hall or something like that. So like I've been like I was just around those places like
That's
constantly. Cool. Yeah, it was really weird. But that was like dude, the moment that we gave up on it, we were like, this is garbage, because like mystery.
Is that one line?
But, yes, you know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
He's like, because the dialogue is terrible, and it also got like we just stopped watching it for other reasons too. It kind of got weird. Like very weird. But there was like one point where he was like in jail because he got framed. Like the main guy, he's in high school, and it was dumb. But then he's like talking about like they all like fight. They have like a fight club type of thing going on in jail and like in juvie. And even though it's like legit prison, like it's like even though it's juvie, it's like the hardest prison you've ever seen, like just so over the top. And which I'm not saying, you know, maybe it is like that, but it was really insane in the show.
And they never caught me neither.
And they never caught me neither. and they're in this, and he just goes like, "What? You guys have never played, you know, football and stuff?" They're like, "No." Like, wow. See, you know, you don't know the highs and lows of high school football. And then like, and it's just like, dude, like they're in jail because they literally did like, I think the one guy like, I killed like 5 men. They're like, yeah, but do you know the highs and lows of high school football? And it's like, no, and no one cares either. I was like, so
that's
yeah,
amazing. But yeah, the same thing with Riverdale is High School Musical, the musical series.
Over
like,
the top.
I was a teenager already. I don't need to relive that amount of drama in my life again.
Yes, yeah. What are you eating, Peter?
Oh, it's just some cheesecake.
That's fantastic.
What did you expect?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, so we took the liberty, you're welcome, Disney, of writing High School Musical 4 with AI.
Yes.
And one more quick fact, because I think you have to pull up the screen anyway. So I went to see High School Musical 3 in theaters, which is just really weird. It was 2008, and there's a scene where Zac Efron is like singing in the school at night, and he leans up against like the lockers, and the whole building like tilts. Right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this scene, and he's like singing and everything's tilting, and like, and I was thinking about this today as we were about to do this, and I was reminded of Inception, you know, where they do that, and I was like, oh man, did High School Musical rip off Inception? And I realized that High School Musical came 2 years before Christopher Nolan's piece de resistance, Inception, which means they stole that. Like Inception stole that
No
effect.
way.
Yep. No, I High School Musical invented that effect. No,
That's
no,
crazy.
I'm sure it was done before.
I
But
did
it's just
not
kinda
know
funny.
that came first.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to think about.
Christopher Nolan was watching High School Musical. He was like, dang, I'm impressed.
I get. He's like, write this down. He pulls out his little voice recorder thing. He's like, rotating building.
So I took the liberty of putting the entire script of High School Musical 3
God bless
into the AI. You're welcome. It ends off, Jimmy, Wildcats. Donnie, what team? Jimmy and the team. Wildcats, get your head in the game. Everybody
how it
gives
ends?
each other high fives. The end.
Is that actually how it ends?
Apparently.
I thought it ended with
this happens right.
graduation.
Yeah. I think there's like a
Post-credit scene.
No,
setting up the High School Musical cinematic
There's
universe.
like after the one like where they're graduating in the building in the school. I think there's like a ceremony outside. Am I completely wrong?
Yeah, there
Yeah,
is.
so that's how it ends.
Okay. I think these are the last lines, maybe.
And they
I don't
say
know. Yeah.
they say once a wildcat, always a wildcat. Da 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 da.
Wow.
Anyways, so I'm just gonna read what we prompted it with for High School Musical 4. High School Musical 4: The College Years begins by following our favorite characters, Troy, Gabriella, and the rest of the gang, as they head off to begin their freshman years in college. But life, music, and singing out loud in public settings is about to get complicated.
Good
Generate
writing.
text. Thank you.
Good
I like.
writing,
Oh,
seriously. Oh,
it's-
producer.
it's going in
Oh
the wrong.
gosh. Oh, dang it. Try
It
that
started
again.
in the wrong place. Dang
Hot.
them.
Why,
These technical difficulties.
why did it say hot in all capital letters? For me?
I have no idea. Here we go. Generate text. This is so exciting.
Tune. Oh, you read this.
This is so dumb. Tune in for high school showstoppers like slap that bass, golden foot, be careful what you wish for, and stop this train. I hate when this happens. Like it just randomly throws expletives in there because it's an AI. I have no idea what's going on. Let me try this one more time. I'm gonna just hit generate.
There was an expletive? I didn't even see it.
A minor one.
Can you explain? I'm just kidding.
There we go.
There we go. All right.
What? For starters, okay, everything's about to get complicated. For starters, there's Troy's eligibility for the upcoming Pac-10 basketball tournament.
Basketball.
Thanks. For this tournament, our beautiful High School Musical 3 quartet will have to come out of their college singing hometown high sanctuary and become a team. Fortunately, and John, you can read this next part.
Gabriella and Troy are able to recruit the very lovely and proficient at it all, Drew, his hip friend, and Troy's potential
love interest. Oh, read it, John. You can't read it. And his hip friend and Troy's potential love interest
Kyle to be on their basketball team. However, not everyone is on board with the move.
Yeah, same here, bro.
Among the cast various pals and cohorts, Afton, Troy's fellow sophomore dancer, has
So all these guys are coming after Troy.
Madam Mitchum and the jazz mom from East High.
The hot jazz mom.
Oh, so the hot jazz mom from East High desperately tries to join the quartet. Sharpay's special attraction. Brian sees Sharpay as the lady version of him. That is true.
Bro, I don't know if this is a good podcast, but I am dying over here. Oh my gosh. I have to say, this is what it happened last time, is the AI just started like naming off as many like names of random people as it could. And you like, to where you couldn't keep up with all these characters.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to go with this. So there's just listing people kind of. Desperately tries to join the quartet. Okay. The almost perfect average Joe Chad, described as good looking by Chad's dad. Dude, Chad's dad. Dude, always plays second string to the hottest woman in West High. Brent Jennings. Brent is a woman's name now. A bratty jock who breaks the fourth wall and heckles the guys from behind his back. Behind his own back. Wow, that's impressive. All right, moving forward. Average Joe Chad, along with Troy's in-laws, are none too pleased with Troy's career change. What was his career change again?
It doesn't say.
Troy's eligibility.
The tournament singing. He's got to sing.
Yeah, there's a quartet thing they got to do. To get into the basketball team, he's got to do this singing competition. They are also not pleased with Troy's recent decision to boycott the Pac-10 basketball. There's a lot going on. To boycott the basketball tournament and attend East High's homecoming dance instead, where he will be required to dance.
He's going back to high school.
I noticed at one point they threw in West High, which I just thought was funny because they didn't. Okay.
It makes no sense. Required to dance and sing in public as opposed to the choir or a math club meeting. At the homecoming dance, Gabriella turns on her boyfriend with the help of her time-traveling dad, who sends the pair back in time, where they spend the rest of the movie discovering why Troy left them to begin with, and eventually reunited and welcomed back to the old fold of the Wildcats. High School Musical, the High School Musical 4 continues to take our favorite students from West High and transplants them into new locations. Troy and Gabriella.
are the lead characters in the Bay Area, where they are.
They're all over.
Where is that? What is the Bay Area? Is that
The
California?
I think yeah, I think so.
They're so they're the lead characters in the Bay Area, where they are surrounded
Yes.
by moms in poodle skirts and swooshing ponytails, and Sharpay's High School Musical 2 group are also nearby, but attending another championship. Meanwhile, Donnie and Drew are embarking on a soccer career with the Charleston Slam. Who are Donnie and Drew?
You don't remember Donnie and Drew, bro? Come on.
I remember Drew had a love interest.
Oh, yes.
In Troy, but that's all I remember. Meanwhile, Tony, there's so much going. It just continues to list things going on. So it already says meanwhile twice. Meanwhile, Troy and Gabriella have been signed as the opening act for the popular mega star group Menudo, who is launching a reunion tour.
Bringing Troy and Gabriella out of their high school musical hiding place and forcing them to grow up and become more involved in real life.
Wow, that just got real.
I know. Now it's up to Troy. What? I'm sorry?
We're just leaving the singing behind.
And the time traveling, apparently.
Yes,
they're
right.
they're not doing that anymore. Now it's up to Troy and Gabriella to find their way back to each other's hearts. Troy's way of the Harlem Globetrotters, okay, to clear up any misunderstandings with Sharpay and her clique. And of course, you'll have to stay tuned to find out how Troy's journey to stardom ends this Saturday.
Live the high school
There it
dream
is.
with the students from West High and send them off into the real world with a whole new appreciation for the mundane.
Wow.
I love that. That's so well
Is
written.
that how it ends? Is that it?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Filming. Oh no, it has locations and times
cat-
of where this is being filmed.
So it gave you the plot and how to be in the movie.
Yeah, apply here. Like generates a whole web page with like sign up sheets and stuff. I love how this ends actually. Live the high school dream with the students from West High and send them off into the real world with a whole new appreciation for the mundane.
Wow.
That tells me, John, that they realized, like we said at the beginning, that life is not just about singing out loud
wow.
in public and life and music.
It's about time traveling and the Harlem Globetrotters and getting to real
Yes.
life, you know?
And quartets. And there were some real gems in there. What were we dying laughing about at the beginning?
Dude, I don't even. It was all wild.
Troy's potential love interest, Kyle. It's potential. We don't know
Yeah,
yet.
potential. Allegedly.
Oh my! Allegedly. That is some wild stuff.
Yes.
That, quite frankly, blew me away.
Yeah, there you are. High School Musical 4,
Not
the way it will be.
Not
the
the
way
direction
it should
that I thought the studio was gonna go.
be. No, it's quite bold.
Have you seen? There's actually a trailer for High School Musical 4 that's just fan made on YouTube, but
I haven't seen it.
They take clips from other movies and shows that those actors have been in, like Sharpay and Zac Efron, and I
I
forget
bet you it's
Sharpay's real name.
fantastic.
It looks so real,
Actually, tis now.
like so real. And there's another like meme somewhere on I think it was on the internet.
the interwebs, maybe?
And it has a picture of like Troy from another movie holding a gun at somebody. And it's like, whoa, High School Musical 4 got real. Which is basically what happened in here. I don't know what happens with all the time traveling, but I'm sure Troy was a little upset about that.
Can't wait to see it, and I hope that we can all be in it. Apparently, go to Los Angeles, California,
April
Saturday
2nd.
April
Oh, that
2nd.
already
Oh, we
happened.
missed it. Dang it.
We could have been it. That's wild.
Yes.
Wow. Well, I'm equally as excited for High School Musical 5 and
Yes.
where they're going to take the series from here.
Absolutely.
Well, John, do you have any thank yous?
I do. Let's say some thank yous, man. I would like to say thank you to West High, the unsung brother of East High.
I would like to thank the very lovely and proficient at it all Drew, Troy's hip friend.
I would like to thank Gabriella's time-traveling dad for showing up, not in the first 3 movies. Was he in there at all? I don't know, but he shows up as time-traveling dad in the 4th one.
I would like to thank Average Joe Chad You may remember him as being described as good-looking by Chad's dad.
This is a thank you from AI, and I'd like to thank you, the listeners, for being patient, because I don't know what else I can do. We're in the same boat. I've tried to be as patient as I can, but I've also been told, look, we need a decision in a certain time period. And we'll see you next week. Goodbye.